Friends, no matter we are put busy by the world or ourselves putting busy for various reasons, we must be intelligent too, wise too, matured too, find our own time for our own most important purpose of life called as Adhyatmika Sadhana Adhyatmika Jivanam. Later on, when the life comes to an end, look back. There is no quantity of spirituality sufficiently in our life to look back, then nobody can be blamed. It is we who have to take charge of our life, understand clearly what has been lived so far by us, and look at others among them and in our life. What is that fulfilling life? What is the fulfilling life? When we analyze, we come to know the emptiness of the life other than spirituality and fullness of a spiritual life. Then take it as a not only a simple routine, what do you say, mechanical thing, but it should be given utmost value importance. Second most important thing is we have come up to that level of giving importance and value. Therefore, we are able to attend classes. But along with that, giving importance up to coming to class level, which is not at all sufficient. You have to go into the depth of the whole Shastra, see to it that we are drowned in the Shastra Jnanam, or that Shastra Jnana has deeply entered into our hearts, and all the time we are living that only. Whether it is said as Manmanava Bhakto Madhyaji in the ninth chapter, whether it is said Machita Madgata Pranaha in the 10th chapter, whether it is said as Shravanam Kirtana Vishnu Smaranam, in and through all that, what are all these techniques aimed at is through all our upadhis, we have to be totally drowned into, entered into, submerged into, coated by the spirituality in our life. Then only the required metamorphosis from being a suffering samsari to be a blissful, realized saint or the jnani mukta purusha we come out as. So need not feel that we can't reach it because everyone who reached at one point of time they were also like us, less informed, less inspired, and less involved in the spirituality. But they took it as their own goal. When they went on doing, they also reached it. Same is with us also. Don't take the examples of the failure people, which will only demoralize us. Take the examples who have succeeded in their spirituality from nowhere. Whether it is Valmiki's, whether it is Tulasidasas, there are so many of the Gopikas, all of them till Krishna was born there, they were ordinary rustic women only. But once Krishna came, they started becoming devotees. That was the meaning of Apichetsu Duracharo Bhajate Mahamananyava. They were not Durachara, but they didn't know the Lord. But once he came, they started so much of devotion to them. See their sthiti of always reveling in Bhagavan. So let all these examples, let all the Shastras studies inspire us along with information that actually we have to experience every of the sadhana done siddhi to be achieved. Let us not be lazy in that, let us be committed, let us be continuous. Point 1. Point 2. Now in Bhagavatam we are studying beautiful Leelas of Krishna. These Leelas should inspire us about the presence and power of the Lord and we tuning with Him without doubt, with full Shraddha. Take it a commitment to invoke His grace for all aspects of our life, mainly spiritual growth. These Krishna Leelas, having empowered us with Krishna Astitva and Krishna Mahima, should invoke Krishna Bhakti in us, wherein either entire Bhagavatam or only Skandha or few aspects of Skandha or even few stotrams of Bhagavan Krishna, maybe bhajana, even a shloka, even a kirtana, should become a very beautiful support for us to deeply involve in the Bhagavad Bhakti, Bhagavad Sharanagati. That should lead us to such level that we have forgotten the whole world and we are only in Bhagavad Bhakti, and that in turn should make the Lord bless us as He has blessed any such devotees. In today and yesterday's youth class, in the 10th chapter, beautifully Bhagavan said, what is a true bhakti, where it is born from. The true bhakti is born from the jnanam only, and the true bhakti expresses as nirantara bhagavad seva, upasana, and bhajana. Bhagavan beautifully says in Gita, in the 10th chapter, in that अहम सर्वस्य प्रभवः मत्तः सर्वं प्रवर्तते इति मत्वा भजन्ते मां बुधाः भावसमन्विताः. The true bhajana to the Lord is through bhava, and that bhava comes when we know the mahima of God, and the Lord's mahima is He is the one from whom the entire world has come, and He is the one because of whom anything that is happening in the world at the micro level, also at the macro level, at an individual level or at the cosmic level, at a single level or the many level, whatever is happening, it is all because of Him only. Understood? The janma, the marana, the karma phala, the karma phala bhoga, in and through all these, for them to happen, is the presence of Lord required or not? Without the Lord, can anything happen? In that way, understanding, accepting the Lord with bhava, that is the bhava either say of gratitude or the praise or devotion, some then bhajante. The real wise people with this wisdom backing do my bhajana. And what is the bhajana? Macchittaha, madgata pranaha, bodhayantaha parasparam, katayantasya mam nityam, tushyanti cha ramanti cha. They revel in Bhagavad Bhakti as any child revels in the sports. Any of the grahasthas or anybody revel in variety of the worldly enjoyments. In that way, the great bhaktas revel in the rasa ananda of Bhagavad Bhajana, Bhagavad Bhakti. Now, these are all words, as long as we don't actually start. Go through all the acid tests, litmus tests to prove our worth that we are committed. When all these hurdles are crossed, then we can see the pastured lands of beautiful joy, our reveling in Bhagavan's Bhakti. For that only we are born as human. For that only all opportunities are given. And every sukha dukkha in the world is to push us into that mood inside. If this is told to us right from the beginning by our parents and gurus, while playing outside, we would have become deep inside in our sadhana. Never late, better late than never. At least now we are told. Therefore, giving minimum value importance to the world outside, let us revel inside in our conscious bhakti to the Lord, in our conscious meditation on the nature of the Lord, in our conscious prayers to Him, asking Him to bless us to excel all heights in both Sharanagati and Tattvanubhuti. In this way, our travel should go on happening moment to moment, whether we are here or there or anywhere, whichever the place we are, whichever the body we are put in, whichever the outer circumstances we are in, how does it matter? Wherever we are, we inside have to be very committed and clear in our commitment regarding what exactly we have to do to achieve what exactly we have to. May we be empowered in these subtle things, important things, very soon through the study of all the Shastra and our Upasana and God's grace. May we do all of them and fulfill our lives in a reaching that. Thinking so, let us start our day's classes. Bhagavatam Dashamaskandham. Today, most beautiful topic of Narada visiting Dwaraka just to see and check how Bhagavan Krishna, having married 16,000, how he is conducting his Grahastha ashram. Here some 30-40 are told how in every of the house Bhagavan is there doing his Leela. Even after knowing or studying this, if still we don't believe or have faith in Bhagavan's power and presence, most unfortunate we are. Nobody can help us. Such a fantastic, beautiful chapter it is. After that, we'll have our Adhyatma Ramayanam, in which we will see that Shuka Upadesha is over, Shuka's Purva Janma Vrittanta will be told today. That first portion we study. In the second portion of their Yuddha starting will be, if not, if possible today, if not, tomorrow we'll touch upon. Then we have the Stotrams. Today is Shanaishchara Bhagwan. So let us be in our serious, sincere attempt like every day conscious हो जाए कि हम जो सुन रहे भगवान की वाणी है, इस भागवत में भरपूर भगवान है. May that Bhagwan enter through our ears into our heart and remove all the impurity. May he establish his place there permanently. Thank you. Om. 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 Om Sahana Vavatu Sahanau Bhunaktu Sahaviryam Karavavahai Tejasvinavadhitamastu Ma Vidvishavahai. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Om Satchidanandarupaaya Vishwotpattyadihetave Tapatraya Vinashaya Shri Krishnaya Vayam Namaha. Swarge Satye Cha Kailase Vaikunte Nasteyam Rasah Atappivantu Sadbhagyaha Mama Munchada Karhichit Janmadyasya Tonvayaditaratascha Arteshvabhignaswarat Tene Brahma Hrudaya Adi Kavaye Muhyante Yatsurayah Tejo Vari Mrudam Yatha Vinimayo Yatra Trisargo Mrusha Dhamna Svena Sada Nirasta Kuhakam Satyam Param Dhimahi Narayanan Namaskritya Naranchaiva Narottamam Devim Saraswatim Vyasam Tato Jayamudirayet. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Yonta Pravishya Mama Vachamimam Prasuptam Sanjeevayatya Kila Shakti Dharaswadhamna Anyan Shahasta Charana Shravanatvagadin Pranan Namo Bhagavate Purushaya Tubhyam Samasta Devatabhyo Rishibhyo Munibhyo Gurubhyo Brahmanebhyo Acharyebhyo Bhaktebhyo Sadhubhyo Sadhakebhyo Tirthebhyo Kshetrebhyo Nadinadebhyo Shastrebhyo Namaha. परब्रह्मणे महाविष्णवे ब्रह्मणे सनकादिमुनिभ्यो नारदाय वेदव्यासाय शुकब्रह्मर्षये सूतमहामुने शौनकादृशिभ्यो वैशम्पायनादृशिभ्यो अत्र्यादृशिभ्यो मत्स्यादेवतारेभ्यो प्रह्लादादिभक्तजनेभ्यो आदित्यादिनवग्रह देवताभ्यो दक्षिणामूर्ति दत्तात्रेय हयग्रीवादिगुरुभ्यो आदिपराशक्ति मात्रे माता पितृदेवताभ्यो आद्यशंकराचार्य हरिगुरुभ्यो अस्मद्गुरुभ्यो नमः. तेषां सर्वेषां कृपानुग्रहेण उपनिषदुक्तं ब्रह्मात्मैक्यमोदस्य अस्मिन् क्षणे एव सिद्ध्यर्थं पुराणेतिहासोक्त भगवद्भागवतदर्शन अनुग्रहानुभवप्राप्त्यर्थं सनातनधर्मस्य वैदिकहिन्दव संस्कृतेः साम्प्रदायानां शास्त्राणां गुरुपरम्परायाः देवतापरम्परायाः च समस्तसाधनानां योगानां च पुनरुत्थानजागरण समस्त विश्वव्याप्तिद्वारा विश्व आध्यात्मिकप्रगतिद्वारा विश्व शान्तिकल्याण एकता प्राप्त्यर्थं अस्मिन् धर्म संस्थापन कार्ये समस्त ब्रह्मांडे विश्वे ये भक्ताः साधकाः निश्चिताः कंकणबद्धाः तेषां सर्वेषां बाह्याभ्यंतर शत्रु विघ्न निर्मूलन द्वारा शक्ति साधना संपदा सानुकूलता आयुर आरोग्य क्षेम स्थैर्य श्रद्धा मुक्ति प्राप्ति द्वारा नित्य निरंतर धर्म स्थापन कार्ये दिग्विजयार्थं श्रीमद् भागवत महापुराण शास्त्रांतर्गत दशम स्कंधस्य उत्तरार्धस्य पारायण अध्ययनं वयं सर्वे करिष्यामहे. ओम श्री कृष्ण परब्रह्मणे नमः. श्रीमद्भागवत महापुराण शास्त्रम दशम स्कंधः उत्तरार्धः अथ एकोनसप्ततितमोऽध्यायः. Let us chant 69th beautiful chapter. Om Shri Shuka Uvacha. Om Narakam Shri Sukhovacha Narakam Nihatam Shrutva Tato Dvaham Chayoshitam Krishnenaikkena Bahvinam Taddidrukshuhusma Naradaha Chitram Bataitadekena Mapusha Yugavat Pruthago Gruheshu Dvyashta Sahasram Striya Ekaudavahato Ityutsuko Dvaravatima Devarshir Drashtumagamato Pushpito Pavanarama राम द्विजालिकुलनादिताम् उत्फिल्लेन्दीवरां भोज कल्हारकुमुदोत्पलैः छुरितेषु सरच्छूच्छैः पूजितां हंससारसैः प्रासादलक्ष्मैर्नवभिः जुष्टां स्फाटिकराजतैः महामरगतप्रख्यैः स्वर्णरत्नपरिच्छदैः विभक्तरथ्यापथचत्वरापणैः शालासभाभिरुचिरां सुरालयैः संसिक्तमार्गाङ्गणवीथिदेहलीम पतत्पताकाध्वजवारितातपाम तस्यामन्तःपुरं श्रीमत् अर्चितं सर्वधिष्ण्यवैः हरेः स्वकौशलं यत्र त्वष्ट्राकात्स्नेन दर्शितं तत्र षोडशभिः सद्म सहस्रैः समलङ्कृतं विवेशैकतमं शौरेः पत्नीनां भवनं महतो विष्टब्धं विद्रुमस्तम्भैः वैदूर्यफलकोत्तमैः इन्द्रनीलमयैः कुड्यैः जगत्याचाह तत्विषा वितार्णैर्निर्मितैस्त्वष्ट्रा मुक्तादामविलम्बिभिः दान्तैरासनपर्यङ्कैः मण्योत्तमपरिष्कृतैः दासीभिर्निष्ककण्ठीभिः सुवासोभिरलङ्कृतं पुंभिः सकञ्चुकोष्णीषा सुवस्त्रमणिकुण्डलैः रत्नप्रदीपनिकरद्युतिभिर्निरस्त ध्वान्तं विचित्रबलभीषु शिखण्डिनोऽङ्गा नृत्यन्ति यत्र विहिता गुरुधूममक्षयधूपम् अक्षैः निर्यान्तमेक्ष्य घनबुद्धय उन्नदन्तः तस्मिन् समानगुणरूपवयस्सु वेश दासी सहस्रयुतयानुसवं गृहिण्या विप्रो ददर्श चमर व्यजनेन रुक्मः दण्डेन सात्वतपतिं परिवीजयन्त्या तं संनिरीक्ष्य भगवान् सहसोत्थितश्री पर्यङ्कतः सकलधर्मभृतां वरिष्ठः आनम्य पादयुगणं शरसा किरीट जुष्टेन साञ्जलिरविभीषदासने स्वे तस्यावनिज्यचरणौ तदपः समूर्ध्ना बिभ्रज्य गद्गुरुतरो विसतां पतिर्हि ब्रह्मण्यदेव इति यत् गुणनामयुक्तं तस्यैव यच्चरणशौचमशेषतीर्थं सम्पूज्य देव ऋषि वर्यं ऋषिः पुराणः नारायणो नरसखो विधिनोदितेन वाण्याभिभाष्यमितयामृतमिष्टया तं प्राह प्रभो भगवते करवामहे किं नारद उवाच नैवाद्भुतं त्वयि विभोऽखिललोकनाथे मैत्रीजनेषु सकलेषु दमः कलानां निःश्रेयसाय हि जगत् स्थितिरक्षणाभ्यां स्वैरावतार उरुगाय विदाम सुष्ठु दृष्टं तवाङ्घ्रियुगलं जनतापवर्गं ब्रह्मादिभिर्हृदि विचिन्त्यमगाधबोधैः संसारकूपपतितोत्तरणावलम्बं ध्यायन् शराम्यनुगृहाण यथा स्मृतिः स्यात् ततोऽन्यद् आविशत् गेहं कृष्णपत्न्याः स नारदः योगेश्वरेश्वरस्याङ्ग योगमाया विवित्सया दीव्यन्तमक्षैस्तत्रापि प्रियया चोद्धवेन च पूजितः परया भक्त्या प्रत्युत्थानासनादिभिः पृष्टश्चाविदुषे वासौ कदा यातो भवानिति क्रियते किं नु पूर्णानाम् अपूर्णैरस्मदादिभिः अथापि ब्रूहि नो ब्रह्मन् जन्मैतत् शोभनं कुरु स तु विस्मित उत्थाय तूष्णीमन्यदगाद्गृहम् तत्राप्यचष्ट गोविन्दं लालयन्तं सुतान् शिशून् ततोऽन्यस्मिन् गृहे पश्यन् मज्जनाय कृतोद्यमं जुह्वन्तं च वितानाग्नीन् यजन्तं पञ्चभिर्मखैः भोजयन्तं द्विजान् क्वापि भुञ्जानमवशेषितं क्वापि सन्ध्याम् उपासीनं जपन्तं ब्रह्मवाग्यतम् एकत्र चासि चर्मभ्यां चरन्तम् असि वर्त्मसो अश्वैर्गजैरथैः क्वापि विचरन्तं गदाग्रजं क्वचिच्छयानं पर्यङ्के सूयमानं च वन्दिभिः मन्त्रयन्त्रं च कस्मिंश्चित् मन्त्रिभिश्चोद्धवादिभिः जलक्रीडारतं क्वापि वारमुख्याबलावृतं कुत्रचिद्विजमुख्येभ्यः ददतं गाः स्वलङ्कृताः इतिहासपुराणानि शृण्वन्तं मङ्गलानि च हसन्तं हास्यगधया कदाचित् प्रियया गृहे क्वापि धर्मं सेवमानम् अर्थकामौ च कुत्रचित् ध्यायन्तमेकमासीनं पुरुषं प्रकृतेः परम् शुश्रूषन्तं गुरून् क्वापि कामैर्भोगैः सपर्यया कुर्वन्तं विग्रहं कैश्चित् सन्धिं चान्यत्र केशवं कुत्रापि सह रामेण चिन्तयन्तं सदां शिवं पुत्राणां दुहितॄणां च काले विद्युपयापनं दारैर्वरैस्तत्सदृशकैः तत्सदृशैः कल्पयन्तं विभूतिभिः प्रस्तापनोपायनैः अपत्यानां महोत्सवान् वीक्ष्य योगेश्वरेशस्य येषां लोकाः विसिस्मिरे यजन्तं सकलान् देवान् क्वापि क्रतुविरूर्जितैः पूर्तयन्तं क्वचिद्धर्मं कूपाराममठादिभिः चरन्तं मृगयां क्वापि हयमारुह्य सैन्धवं घ्नन्तं ततः पशून्मेध्यान् परीतं यदुपुङ्गवैः अव्यक्तलिङ्गं प्रकृतिषु अन्तःपुरगृहादिषु क्वचिच्चरन्तं योगेशं तत्तद्भावबुभुत्सयान् अतो वाचः ऋषिकेशं नारदः प्रहसन्निव योगमायोदयं वीक्ष्य मानुषीमीयुषो गतिं विदामयोगमायास्ते दुर्दर्शा अभिमायिनां योगेश्वरात्मन्निर्भाता भवत्पादनिषेवया अनुजानीहि मां देव लोकांस्ते यशसा प्लुतान् पर्यटामि तवोद्गायन् लीलां भुवन पावनीम श्रीभगवानुवाच ब्रह्मन् धर्मस्य वक्ताहं कर्ता तदनुमोदिता तच्छिक्षयन् लोकमिमम् आस्थितः पुत्रमाखिदः श्रीशुक उवाच इत्याचरन्तं सद्धर्मान् पावनान् गृहमेदिनां तमेव सर्वगेहेषु सन्तमेकं ददर्शः कृष्णस्यानन्तवीर्यस्य योगमाया महोदयं मुहुर्दृष्ट्वा ऋषिरभूत् विस्मितो जातकौतुकः इति अर्थकामधर्मेषु कृष्णेन श्रद्धितात्मना सम्यक् सभाजितः प्रीतः तमेवानुस्मरन्ययौ एवं मनुष्यपदवीमनुवर्तमानः नारायणो किल भवाय गृहीतशक्तिः रेवेङ्गषोडशसहस्रवराङ्गनानां सव्रीडसौहृदनिरीक्षणः स जुष्टः यानीह विश्वविलयोद्भववृत्तिहेतुः कर्माण्यनन्यविषयाणि हरिश्चकार यस्त्वङ्गकायेति शृणोत्यनुमोदते वा भक्तिर्भवेद् भगवति अपवर्गमार्गे इति श्रीमद्भागवते महापुराणे पारमहंस्यां संहितायां दशमस्कन्धे उत्तरार्धे कृष्णगार्हस्थ्यदर्शनं नाम एकोनसप्ततितमोऽध्यायः। ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः। ॐ श्रीकृष्ण शरणं मम, श्रीभागवत शरणं मम, श्रीसद्गुरु शरणं मम, श्रीसूता शरणं मम, श्रीशुकदेव शरणं मम, श्रीव्यास शरणं मम, श्रीनारद शरणं मम, श्रीकुमार शरणं मम, श्रीब्रह्मा शरणं मम, श्रीविष्णु शरणं मम, श्रीपरब्रह्म शरणं मम, श्रीकृष्ण शरणं मम, शरणं मम, शरणं मम। श्रीकृष्ण गोविन्द हरे मुरारे, हे नाथ नारायण वासुदेव। श्रीकृष्ण गोविन्द हरे मुरारे, हे नाथ नारायण वासुदेव। श्रीकृष्ण गोविन्द हरे मुरारे, श्रीकृष्ण गोविन्द हरे मुरारे, हे नाथ नारायण वासुदेव, हे नाथ नारायण वासुदेव। ॐ मूकं करोति वाचालं भङ्गुं लङ्घयते गिरिं यत्कृपातमहं वन्दे परमानन्दमाधवं। स्वर्गे सत्ये च कैलासे वैकुण्ठे नास्ते अन्यथा अतः पिबन्तु सद्भाग्याः मामुञ्चत करहिचित्। ॐ नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। ॐ श्रीकृष्ण परब्रह्मणे नमः। श्रीमद्भागवत महापुराणं दशम स्कंदः उत्तरार्धः अथ एकोनसप्ततितमोऽध्यायः श्रीशुक उवाच. Friends, what a beautiful things. Mind you, always let us remember the purpose of all the study of Shastra is allowing Lord Krishna to enter and permanently stay in our hearts so that we discover our devotion to Him and fulfill our lives in serving Him. Main goal should be every day remembered in the beginning of class, in the center of the class, toward the end. We should never forget. Now, in the 68th chapter, we saw how beautiful that story of Balarama going to Astinapuram and bringing Sambha, and that Lakshmana, the daughter of Duryodhana, married to him. All that Balarama Shakti of pulling that entire Hastinapuram into Ganga. Now here comes Bhagavan Krishna's another universal Adbhuta Leela. In fact, each of these Leelas, if they are written in the book, then they will be 16,000 Bhagavatas. Because in each of the house, he has done his own great, grand, glorious Leelas there. What is the story is Sri Shuka Uvacha. Shukji telling Parikshji, Shukdevji, ki narakam nihatam shrutva. No, Naradji understood, came to know that the Narakasura was killed. Then Tatha Udvaham cha Yoshitam Krishnena Ekinam Bahvinam. So Krishnena Ekena, while one Krishna Lord, Bahvinam Yoshitam, of many, many women, Udvaham, the marriage, that also he heard, Naradji. Tad Didrukshuhusma Naradaha. Narada was Drashtumicha Didruksha, desirous of knowing whether he just married and put them in a big women's hostel or he himself is managing or taking care of them. If at all he is taking care of them, how fun and funny it will be for me to see Lord Krishna's sufferings. Because Narada knows कि marriage में क्या होता है. That is in her married. So in one marriage, it will be so funny if he married 16,000. कितने दुखी होंगे Lord Krishna. Let me see. With that excitement and utsaha, he just went to Dwaraka Nagari. Tat didrukshmasma Naradaha. Then his thinking is correct. We also have to think. Chitram is really wonder of wonders. Mata, indeed, that etat, this is very chitram. Ekena mapusha, with one Krishna body, he yugabata, how he being one at one time simultaneously, pruthaka, alag alag, gruheshu, in the different houses, dvi ashta sahasram, striyaha, in 16,000 houses, with the 16,000 women, eka udahavata. How did he marry himself at the same muhurta in 16,000 gharon mein? Now this is to be contemplated by us. And the outcome of all the contemplation is we cannot understand it. It is what Bhagavan. That Bhagavan is very much there. Who taking 16,000 forms can marry 16,000 women in 16,000 houses, not because he wanted, but because they wanted him. They wanted him like that, that Krishna Avatara special is to fulfill everybody's demand which he could not fulfill in other avatars. So they wanted him to be. We have seen already how when they were released, all 16,000, when they saw Krishna, everyone in the mind prayed to the Lord, हमको यही पति चाहिए. So therefore he said Tathastu. And he being Ishvara, Yogeshwara, Mahayogeshwara, Mahayogeshwareshwara, he will take so many forms. And in the same form as Krishna, he will live with everyone, giving the same happiness and joy to all. But Naraji was himself Ashcharya Chakita. Not that he was not believing in the power of Lord. Theoretically it is known, but practically now Bhagavan has depicted, shown it, demonstrated. He is more struck with wonderment and joy. Then what happened? He gruheshu dvi ashta sahasram striya eka udavahat iti utsukaha. With this utsaha, what is happening there to see? See, Dwaravatim Devarshi Drashtum Agamatu. So to see Lord Krishna and his all Grahastha Ashrama Dharmas, how he is doing, to see that he came to Dwaraka Nagari, our Dwaravati ko Naradji. Then the beautiful description in 4-5 slokas, the entire Dwaraka Nagari. Excellent, beautiful. See how it was Pushpita Upavana, Arama, all the Upavanas filled with lot of trees full of flowers. Arama, the places of seating in them. Dvija alikula naditam. Dvija, the birds. Dvija kula, the group of birds, flock. Ali means the bhavana. Alikula means the jhund of the bhavana. Naditam, beautifully in all the bhavanas, the sound of flocks of birds and those bhavana going on. Utfulla indivara amboja kalahara kumuda utpalaihi. Utfulla, very fully blossomed. Indivara amboja kalahara kumuda. They are all variety of the flowers which are fully blossomed. Churuteshu sarachu uchaihi. Full all the saras in the Dwaraka, so many having these variety of flowers fully blossomed. That shows people were there to fully take care of every of the lakes and ponds, each one of them having either all or any variety of the beautiful flower. If these things you want to understand, you have to understand the very developed Western countries where they love the Prakriti, they love the rivers and all gardens, how beautifully they maintain. There are very many hundreds in the world. तो एक आइडिया आप वहाँ से ले सकते हैं कैसा द्वारका ऑलरेडी उन दिनों में वेरी वेल रिस्पेक्टेड था वेरी न everything was taken care so beautifully. The examples are these things, so many lakes and ponds with blossomed flowers filled in it. Then ki churitesh sarat chuchai kujitam hamsa sarasaihi. In all those lakes, ponds, hamsa, sarasa, chakravaka, bakashu, kabika, all these birds making their joyous living. Then prasada lakshaihi navabihi. 9 lakhs of buildings are there in that Dwaraka Nagari. Yeah, he has got so many children, all of them for that sake. है ना पहले ही बना के रखे अभी तो शादी अभी हुआ है सो प्रासाद लक्ष्य और नारद इज गोइंग नाउ टू सी ही might have made यहाँ लिखा है लक्ष्य मीन्स लॉट ऑफ यू कैन इमेजिन सो प्रासाद लक्ष्य नवहि जुष्टाम स्फाटिक राजतैहि every one of them with spatika, the crystal, rajata and silverine. So crystalline, silverine were the buildings made so swacha, so shuddha, so beautiful. Not only new at the time of construction, but maintained also as if they are always new. Then Maha Marakata Prakyaihi, Maha Marakata Vani everywhere studied. Swarna Ratna Parichadaihi, the Parichadas were with the gold as well as diamonds. So then Vibhakta Rathya Patha Chatvara Apanaihi, Vibhakta well properly maintained, differentiated Rathya, the paths where the Ratha go, the highway. Then Patha, the service roads where the people walk. Chatvara, the the squares. Apana, all the shopping complexes. So Shala, variety of Vidyashala, Vaidyashala, Kshurashala, all of them. Then Sabhavihi, different places of meetings. Ruchiram, so beautiful it was. Speciality was Suralayahi. So many Devata Mandiras everywhere in that Dwaraka Nagari. Samsikta Marga, always the paths were neat and clean and well maintained. Angana, as we saw, the markets, wholesale, etc. Vithi, the lanes, etc. Dehalim, everybody's houses, porticos, porches, or the Dehali is Delhi, the thresholds, etc. All of them are very well neat, clean, Rangoli lagakar. Then Patat Pataka Dhwaja Varita Atapa. So Upar Pataka Dhwaja, every building has got properly maintained. Then Varita Atapa means the ones to protect the from the sun, heavy sunlight also. All the required roofs were kept there. Then in this way, beautiful Dwaraka Nagari, Tasyam, in that whole Dwaraka Nagari, Antahpuram Srimata, best of the Antapuram that belongs to Lord Krishna. Whole Dwaraka is this one. In that Dwaraka, Krishna rehne wala Antapura. So Srimata Architam Sarvadhishnapaihi. All the Dikpalas come and do the Archana Puja Namaskara. That is the Antapura. Harehe Swakaushalam Yatra. Harehe of Lord Krishna. Swakaushalam Yatra Tvashra. The Vishwakarma has shown all his Kushalata, all his expertise in making. Vishwakarma is civil engineer of Devatas. He has shown all his glory in constructing that entire Antapura. Even today's world also, there are so many palatial buildings. They are the proof for the glorious intelligence of human beings in the world. We can see every country has got that type of wonderments, wonder of wonders. These seven wonders are पुराने हो गए, अभी नए नए हजारों आ चुके हैं. In India, in Dakshina Uttara Bharat, every temple is a wonder of wonders only. Every beautiful things that are there, wonders of wonders. So in this way, Swakaushalam yatra tvashtra katsnena krusnena darshitam. So the Drashta Vishwakarma has shown his full expertise and knowledge of construction by making such a Antahapura. Tatra in that Antahapura Shodashabihi Sadma Sahasrahi Samalankrutam. 16,008 palaces, buildings were there inside again, each one for one of his wives. Then Vishesha Ekatamam Shaurehe Patninam Bhavanam Mahatu. Then among one of those 16,000 well decorated, well beautifully made buildings or houses or palaces or apartments, whatever you call, नारद जी एट रैंडम ही सिलेक्टेड. एक घर में जाके देखते हैं क्या हो रहा है वहां, कृष्ण भगवान क्या कर रहे हैं. देन विष्टब्धम वेरी ब्यूटिफुली मेड विद्रुम स्तंभ, all pillars are made with all the gold etc. Vaidurya falaka uttamaihi, the falako mein the Vaidurya ka was studied hai. Indra Neelamayahi Kuddyahi, the walls are again kept with all Indra Neelamani. Jagatya cha ahata tvisha, so much kanti there, very illuminating every place. So then Vitanaihi Nirmitaihi Tvashtra, he made all the Vitana, the hanging pankhe vagara, Mukta Dama Vilambibihi, everywhere the jewels, pearls were hanging through as that malas. Mukta Dama means मोतियों से बना हुए मालाएं. Mukta Dama विलंब भी पूरे नीचे तक. In some rich houses you can see in 70s 80s movies, if you see English wale, you can see their houses like this, all chandeliers, what you call them, सब लटक पटक, ये सब हमें पहले ही already in our Dwaraka Nagari they were there. So Mukta Dama Vilambibihi, then Dantaihi Asana Paryankaihi, all the chairs and palangs were made out of the ivory. Danta means the hathi ke dant vagera, the tusks etc. So ivory made. Mani Uttama Parishkrutaihi, even the Parishkruta, the flooring also with Uttama Mani, it was purely made. Then Dasi Bihi Nishka Kanti Bihi, very beautifully decorated necks with that were so many dasis. Means what? Lot of abhushana they were also wearing. Suvasobhi alankratam, well dressed, well alankrita. Even the servants were there. Pumbihi, what about men folk? Sa kanchuka, kanchuka means full handed shirt. Ushnisha, okay, sar pe jo hai pagdi वगैरह. Then suvastra, all that vastras were fresh and new. Mani kundalaihi, kundalon में सारे मणियां studded है. So the men and women were so rich, well looked, even looked after, even the servants were. So द्वारका नगरी में हर एक पैलेस ऐसा था. 16,008. So after that what is done? Ratna Pradeepa Nikara Dyutibihi Nirasta Dhantam. तो रत्नों से आने वाला कांति के कारण all the darkness was dispelled. Then विचित्र वल्लभीषु, in different vallabhi means the ventilators. So Shikhandinaha, all Shikhandi peacocks, he anga ho parikshita ki nrutyanti yatra, the outside of these ventilators the peacocks were dancing. Why? Nrutyanti yatra vihita aguru dhupam akshaihi, and lot of the aguru dhupa, the smoke of the agarbatti, when it is going out of those jala, so many ventilators, so much of fragrant agarbatti inside, the smoke going out. Why they are dancing? Seeing that niryantam iksha, seeing the smoke coming out, ghana buddhayaha, thinking that they are all clouds, unnadantaha, with lot of beautiful nada, the peacocks were dancing. सोच कर कि इतना ये सब बादल है, मतलब that much of धूप coming out, so much of fragrance all the time. Then tasmin, in that samana guna rupa vayasuvesha, अच्छा सेम एज गुण रूप वाले दासी सहस्र युतम युतया with 1,000 dasis anushavam all the time. That Gruhini, one of the wife of Krishna, was there. What was she doing? Naraji went into that palace. One of them, there he saw all this. मतलब ऐसे कोई बड़े फर्स्ट टाइम एयरपोर्ट में जाते हो कोई बड़ा वाला, यू विल बी सरप्राइज टू सी ऑल दैट, जब अकेले गाँव से जो पहली बार जाते हैं. So to the one who goes first time to the foreign countries, आश्चर्य only some wonders. कुछ दिन के बाद लगता है साहब, you will not be enchanted by anything outside much, है ना. What is the beauty is inside only. There is no beautiful thing than the spiritual knowledge, spiritual अनुभूति. Mind you, इवन आप स्वर्ग आदि लोक में जाओ, जो यहाँ के सुंदरता से हजारों गुण ज्यादा वैभव होता है, that also boring after some time. They're all at the gross level of Indriya Upadhi. Only the Atma Sukha is Shashvata Ananta Sukha. By the way, so thousand of the similar aged, good looking, well dressed dasis were there in that palace where Naraji went. And Ekaita Purana description, every of the palaces were like that. One he wanted to check and see. In that tasmin samana guna rupa vayasuvesha dasi sahasrayataya anusavam, that Gruhini, one of this wife of Krishna, what she was doing, vipraha dadarsha, when our Narada sa chamara vyajanena, she was having the hatwala pankha. Then Rukma Dandena, which was having the golden handle, Satvata Patim, to that Lord Krishna, Parivijayantya, she was doing pankha. Bhagavan Krishna आराम से लेटे होंगे, तो she is doing pankha. Thousands of dasis were there, but this was told already in the earlier chapter. Thousands of dasis were there, yet they were only doing all upasana to Lord Krishna, seva paricharya. When she was doing like that, they saw Naraji coming. So tam sam niriksha Bhagavan. नारद जी को भगवान ने देखा, दरवाजे से अंदर आ रहे, तो सहसा उत्थिता श्री पर्यंकतः, from that wonderful that palang, immediately got up. Sakala dharma bhrutam varishtah, the Lord is who? He is the one who is upholding all the dharmas. सारे धर्मों को पालन करने वाले और रक्षण करने वालों में सबसे श्रेष्ठ, that's what सकल धर्म भृताम वरिष्ठः, श्री कृष्ण भगवान सहसा उत्थिता, instantaneously got up from his place of resting, anamya pada yugalam sharasa, with head bent he has done the pranam to Naradji's charana, kirita justhena, किरीट को उनके चरण में टच करके, स अंजलि ही आविविशद आसने स्वे, then he made him sit him his own asana where he was sitting at that time. तो अपने आसन में बिठा दिया भगवान कृष्ण टू श्री नारद जी. भगवान को पता है आने वाले हैं, एवरीथिंग इज नोन टू हिम, इज ए सर्वज्ञ है ऑलवेज. सो तस्य अवनिज्य चरणौ, भगवान immediately asked that why whoever she was, maybe रुक्मिणी कोई भी हो, तो पानी लाओ, ले आए. भगवान himself washed the charan of Narad ji. Then tadapaha, that water, after washing, samurdhna bibhratu, he has put on his own head. Jagat guru taropi satam patihi, he is the pati of all the satpurushas, he is the Jagat guru, and yet he has done that washing of feet of Narad ji, took that water on his head. Why? ब्रह्मण्य देव यति इति यद गुणनाम युक्तम, भगवान का नाम ही है ब्रह्मण्य देवा, दैट इज वेरी युक्तम, बिकॉज एनी ब्रह्मर्षिज ब्राह्मणास ऋषिज कम, भगवान तो उनका पूजा उपासना करके हम सबके लिए आदर्श रहते हैं. So that's how he washed the feet of Narada, took the water as prasadam. Then tasya eva yat charana shaucham ashesha tirtham, actually भगवान का चरण का जो पानी है गंगा, which is a तीर्थम for all the beings. तो जिस गंगा में नहाकर हम पूरे पाप को धोते हैं, ऐसे भगवान नारद जी का चरण धोकर ही टेक्स दैट वाटर. देन संपूज्य देव ऋषिवर्यम, है ना, सम्यक पूज्य देव ऋषिवर्यम, देवताओं के ऋषियों में श्रेष्ठ नारद जी को सम्यक पूज्य, हैविंग डन पूजा वेरी नाइसली. ऋषि ही पुराण, द इटर्नल ऋषि, अवर भगवान कृष्ण हिमसेल्फ, हु इज ही? नारायण ओनली एंड नरसखः, बोथ ऑफ देम आर doing tapasya in Badrinath vidhina uditena, with the vidhi vidhana said in the shastra, he has done samyak puja of Narad ji. Then vanya vibhashye, bhashya, he has spoken with his vani. How? Vitaya amrutamistaya, in a minimum words mixed with amruta, nectarine few words में Lord Krishna spoke to Sri Narad ji. What did he say? Praha Prabho Bhagavate Karavama, hey Kim, O Lord, you are the Lord, you have come to me, what seva I can do for you. See how humble, how quiet, cute भगवान कृष्ण नारद जी को उपासना सेवा करके. So हम सब के लिए आदर्श. If you are a grahastha, When any Sant Mahatma come to your house, you have to take care of him in this way so that his Punya, Upasana, Anugraha, all of that helps us in tuning ourselves to divine, because for all the problems, the final solution is ourselves becoming divine by taking the divine spiritual path. Other than that, nobody can solve out our problems permanently. There's no chance. So that is why Bhagwan made world, not only gave Rajo, Tamoguna and Bhoga Vishayas, but he gave Sattva to us, and he himself is there in the form of the Rishi Muni, whom when we worship and take guidance, we are blessed. Then kya hua when Bhagavan Krishna asked like that? Narada Vacha. Naraji replied, Na eva adbhutam tayibho. This is not a wonder in you. You are Akhila Lokanatha. You are the Lord of the entire universe. So, in you, these all hospitalities, respect, etc., are not at all adbhutam, because Maitri Janeshu Sakaleshu. You are the one who show the Maitri to all your bhaktas, Damaha Kalanam, and you do the Damanam, subduing of the Kala, the negative people. That also what? Nishreyasayahi, Jagat Siti Rakshanabhyam. So it is for the Nishreyas of the all people. So to Jagat Siti Rakshanabhyam. जगत का स्थिति जगत का रक्षणा के लिए you have स्वैर अवतारा, you have taken your own choice, by your choice is avatara. Urugaya vidama sushtu. O Urugaya, O Lord, whose name and fame is very much sung everywhere. Uru and so much. Gaya means sung. Lord, whose name and fame is sung so much. Vidama, we know sushtu very well. That swaira avatara, you take your own avatara by your own choice. Why? Jagat sthiti rakshana bhyam. Through the Jagat Sthiti Palana Poshana. In that we do what? Maitri Janeshu Sakaleshu, among all your dharmika people, bhaktas, unka protection karte ho, Dhamma Kala Nam, and you destroy the Kala people and Nishreyasaya. So Dushta Shikshana, Shishta Rakshana, Dharma Samrakshana, and facility given to all the jivas for the Nishreyasa, step by step to reach to his own abode to get that moksha. So in this way, then when Bhagavan asked ki what seva we can do for you, so what that Naraji says, Drushtam tava angri yugalam. O Lord, I have seen your pair of feet, Janata apavargam, or Janata apavargam. Yeah, for all the devotees, it is the remover of apavarga or giver of apavarga, remover of the bandhana. अपवर्ग का मतलब मोक्ष देना. सो जनता आपके भक्तों को अपवर्ग मोक्ष देने वाले आपके चरण में फीट वी हैव सीन. Therefore ब्रह्मादिभिर हृदि विचिन्त्यम अगाध बोधैहि, and the Brahmadi Devatas, how much our knowledge they have, still they only do meditation on your feet in their heart. Rather, because of the devotion of theirs at your feet, they have become Agada Bodha, endless knowledge they got. Then what are your feet mainly for all the human beings? Samsara Kopa Patita Uttarana Avalambam. Those who are fallen in the Samsara Kopa, for them Uttita, to come out Avalambana, is a support. Therefore, from these words of Naraji, we have to learn. Bhagavad Charana are the only ones by which we come out of the self-created, self-fallen Samsara Kopa. इसमें दोनों चीजें हैं. Interesting, we have to be very careful in studying Shastra. It is not that we hold भगवान चरणा and हम संसार से बाहर आते हैं. No, संसार से बाहर आने के लिए मात्र ही उनके चरण पकड़ना है. Otherwise, many people have become devotee of Lord only asking him those things by which they are fallen further in samsara. You know, the great, upasana only, vrata only, tapasya only, terrible was done by the Narada Adi. So they were devotee of God only. But still, why they suffered in samsara? By their choice. अपने आप भगवान हमको संसार से बाहर नहीं लाते, हमें मांगना पड़ता है. हम जो मांगते हो देते भगवान. ये था मां प्रपद्यन्ते तान् तथा एव भजामि. Therefore, through study of Shastra, understanding it under the feet of Guru, must know that the Jagat is Mithya and Samsara Karana, Bandha Karana, Bhagavat Prapti alone is Moksha Karana. Knowing this for the sake of Mukti, we have to do the Upasana of the Lord. Then the Lord, by His blessings, will pull us out of Samsara and give us Moksha. It's all in our mang. Remember, we have to ask. भगवान नहीं मांगे तो नहीं देते, याद रखना. That consciously desiring is important. You understand? Do everything if you don't ask. इसे तुमने पूछा नहीं. डू मत, कुछ भी मत करो, बट मांगते जाओ भगवान से, मुझे संसार से मुक्ति चाहिए। ही विल सी टू इट दैट वी विल बी डूइंग दोस थिंग्स बाय व्हिच वी कम आउट ऑफ संसार। देखेंगे वो ऐसे करेंगे कि ऐसे मौका देंगे हमको कि वी कम आउट ऑफ संसार, बिकॉज द थिंग इज वी हैव टू आस्क। सो इन दिस वे संसार कूप पतित उत्तरण अवलंबम, है ना? इज इट नॉट दिस लाइन टू बी रिटन एंड केप्ट? संसार कूप में पतित लोगों का उत्थित होने के लिए भगवान के चरण अवलंब है। परफेक्ट श्लोक, excellent it is. Then dhyayan sharami anugrahana yatha smriti syat, and meditating on this feet only, everywhere I am going, yatha smriti syat anugrahana, please bless me in such a manner, not even a moment, even in dream, anywhere I should forget your feet. आपके चरण को हमेशा स्मरण रखने वाला, भक्ति रखने वाला अनुग्रह आप दीजिए मुझे। मैं जा रहा हूं, आपके चरण को देख लिया, वही मेरे लिए फुल है। So he was stunned in that first visit only, wherein Bhagavan has welcomed him, washed his feet, gave all the Upasana Puja, and asked him, आपका क्या सेवा कर सकते हैं? भगवान ने बढ़िया से, मतलब हृदय से वो, because he's a Brahmanya Deva, is it not? Huh? Thereafter, what is Naraji asked? कि अनुग्रहाण यथा स्मृति स्यात्, may I have always smarana of your charana. I am pausing here for every one of you also. Send that thought at this very moment. Inside Lord के लिए, outside Lord के लिए, हे भगवान आपके चरण को निरंतर स्मरण भक्ति से करने वाला अनुग्रह दो। मैं तो कर रहा हूँ, आप भी कर लो। May we have the devotion at the feet of the Lord all the time. Avismrtistva charanarvinde bhave bhave mestu bhavat prasadat. Like in the Mukundamala first shloka, the Kulashekara Raja says. Throughout, Sri Venkadesha Charanau Sharanam Prapadde, Sri Ramachandra Charanau Sharanam Prapadde, Sri Krishna Chandra Charanau Sharanam Prapadde. Always. Bhagavat Charana. See, third one. Smaranam Kirtana Vishnoho Pada Sevanam. Shravanam Kirtanam Vishnoho Smaranam Pada Sevanam. The fourth sadhana. So Bhagavat Charana Dhyana, जैसे नारद जी ने पूछा, हमको भी वही मांगना है. May we not forget your feet, the devotion at your feet. That means शरणागति. In this way, he left that house. भगवान ने खिलाया पिलाया होगा, वो जो भी था निकल गए. No, one तो देख लिया, but it's not fully satisfied. Let me see in other houses. Maybe by mistake I might have come as first house where everything going on well. Let me see other house, whether he's there or ran away. What is he doing? So tatah anyad avishad geham. Naraji enter into other house. Krishna patnyah of another Krishna's another wives. Sah Naradaha. और एक कृष्ण के और एक पत्नी के घर में श्री नारद जी ने प्रवेश किया. Then योगेश्वरेश्वरस्य, that Yogeshwareshwara, Lord Krishna's another Patni's house, Naraji entered Yoga Maya Vivitsaya. He want to know what Yoga Maya, how the Bhagavan is playing his Yoga Maya of marriage. तो कर ली एक ही बार 16,000 घरों में. Really, is he doing his Grihastha Ashrama also or not? You know, that is called his Yoga Maya. See, etam vibhutim yogam cha mama yo vetti tattvataha, Gita में कहा, Bhagavan is one, but he can become 16,000. He himself has become Sacharaachara, whole universe only. To become 16,000, it's not a difficult thing at all. But Naraji wanted to see. So, Yogeshwareshwarasya Anga, Yogamaya Vivitsaya. Oh my dear Parikshit, to know the Yogamaya, another wife of Lord Krishna, this Naraji went. What Lord Krishna was doing there? यहाँ तो आराम कर रहे थे. She was doing Pankha the wife. In the next house, Divyantam Akshayi Tatrapi. Priya cha Uddhavena cha. In that other house, there is Priya, his wife Krishna's, and Uddhavji, and himself. All the three are playing the dice game. Akshat the Krida kar rahe वहाँ भगवान. Then immediately Bhagavan saw Pujita Parya Bhaktya, welcomed, made him sit with extreme bhakti. There also he did puja. प्रत्युत्थासन आसनादि, getting up, welcoming, making him sit. नारद जी को फिर वहां भी चरण धोना. उनको लगा होगा मैं 16,000 घर जाऊँगा, मेरी चरण की ऐसी धुलाई हो जाएगी, सारे बोन्स वापस आए बाहर आ जाएँगे। डर गए होंगे नारद जी। देयर आल्सो लॉर्ड कृष्णा, मतलब एवरी गृहस्थ सपोज्ड टू टेक केयर ऑफ द ब्राह्मण ऋषि। सो इट्स नॉट दैट मैं तो कृष्ण था, वहाँ भी मैं ही हूँ, इधर भी मैं हूँ, तो whether मैंने पूजा किया या नहीं करूँगा, नॉट लाइक दैट। हियर आल्सो भगवान कॉल्ड नारद जी, मेड हिम सिट, इन्वोक्ड, देन डिड ऑल हिज पाद पूजा इत्यादि। सो दिव्यन्तमक्षै तत्रापि प्रयास उद्यमेन च परया भक्त्या पूजितः प्रत्युत्थान आसनादिभिः। सो आसन वगैरह देकर पूजा किया। देन पृष्ठः च अविदुषा इव असौ। सेम वे ही आस्क्ड, हे भगवान मैं आपके लिए क्या करूं? एज इफ ही डजंट नो, ही आस्क्ड द सेम थिंग इन द अर्लियर। हाउ से वहां से भाग के निकले नारद जी? सो हियर आल्सो ही आस्क्स, पृष्ठश्च अविदिशेन असौ कदा आया तो भवानीति। हे भगवान आप उस वैकुंठ लोक से, या जहाँ भी आप घूमते रहते हो, कब आए द्वारका नगरी में? ही इज आस्किंग विथ सेम रिस्पेक्ट एंड रिवरेंस। सो देन क्रियते किम नु पूर्णानाम अपूर्णैः अस्मदादिभिः अदुः। What a humbleness Bhagavan Krishna. He says, Purnanam. You are the Purna because of your bhakti and Paramatma Anubhuti. To such Purna you, Asmabhihi, Apurnaihi, Kim nu kriyate? What can we do? You are पूर्ण पुरुष, आपके लिए हम क्या सेवा कर सकते हैं? हम अपूर्ण हैं, आप पूर्ण हो। अथापि even then ब्रूहिणः ब्रह्मन्, Oh Lord, tell us what I can do for you. Janma etat shobhanam kuru. Please may my life blessed by receiving the service from me, by ordering me. What can I do for you? तो हे भगवान, आप पूर्ण काम है, आपके लिए हम क्या कर सकते हैं? फिर भी आप हमें आदेश दीजिए वो सेवा करने के लिए, जिससे हमारा जन्म चरितार्थ हो जाएगा, फिर शोभन हो जाएगा, फुलफिल हो जाएगा हमारा जीवन। अब देखो दिसना इतना हम्बलनेस, ह्यूमिलिटी, even from others also Narad ji cannot tolerate, because he himself is दास of भगवान। अब भगवान खुद ही अब ऐसे कह रहे हैं, इमेजिन करो उनका क्या हाल होगा। है ना, जिन गुरुओं को देवता आप पूजा करते हो, वही आपकर आपसे ऐसे बात करे, कैसा रहेगा? तो ही मस्ट बी ट्रेम्बलिंग, फ्राइटनिंग, कि ये स तो विस्मितः। देखो इसलिए या सुखदेव जी बोल रहे हैं, नारद was so surprised with that hospitality, humility, humbleness of the Lord. Uthaya, he got up. तूष्णीम अन्यत गात गृहम, he ran away from that house. बस ऐसे चल रहा था, मिलने आयो, अब ठीक ठाक है ना, अब खेलते रहना, मैं जा रहा हूँ, निकल गया वहां से। He could not stand to that humbleness, humility of the Lord. भाग गए वो। Thereafter, he went to Agat Anyat Gruham na और एक ग्रह। From here onwards, next 10-12 श्लोकों में भगवान कृष्णा's houses, one after other, Narada goes on seeing, and in each house, nowhere Bhagavan is lazy, irresponsible, not taking care of white children, or fighting with her, or beating her, or getting beaten by her. Nowhere it is seen, everywhere an ideal grahastha jivana Bhagavan was living. See the beautiful lesson. Should we not learn? Please remember, inside you are Ekameva Dvayam Brahma. In the society, you are a responsible person with whatever position given. At home, with your family, wife, husband, children, live a complete life. कहीं भी हमको कमी नहीं होना चाहिए, मतलब हमारे तरफ से कमी नहीं होना चाहिए. We have to be full everywhere. That ability to balance the capacities Bhagavan has given, we just misuse them by giving extra importance to unwanted things, or importance to unimportant things. Therefore, we don't get time, energy for this. The human life's dignity is in conserving and planning our time and energy in such a manner that we are justifying everywhere our presence. We are doing justice. भगवान कृष्ण was showing that to नारद जी, जहां भी उनको कोई भी कहीं भी जो करना है वो कर रहे हो. Not that every house same time 9 o'clock बैठे ब्रेकफास्ट कर रहे हैं 10 बजे. No, in each house the wife is different, her nature is different, children are different, their requirements are different. Lord Krishna was attending all of them. So 2 houses are over. Now the third house. Tatrapi achaste govindam. So in the house number 3, what Krishna was doing? Lalayantam sutan shishun. Cute small baby boys. He was doing lalana palana. करके उनको हंसा रहे या रुला रहे या सुला रहे, जो भी है भगवान उनका लालन कर रहे हैं. सुतान शिशुन. हाउ क्यूट दिस, शी मस्ट बी देयर बिजी इन कुकिंग, किचन में है, कहीं गई होगी बाहर कपड़े धोने, और वही रो रहा है यूजलेस फेलो, कोई भी लड़का, उसको भगवान लालन कर रहे। हाउ नाइस, एंड यू कैन सी, यू ऑल मस्ट हैव गॉन थ्रू द मेल फोक्स विद योर चिल्ड्रन, लालन पालन किया होगा। लॉर्ड कृष्णा वाज डूइंग द शिशु लालनम। गृहस्थों को ये भी करना है, not that only wife has to take care of every work of him and he no. No, no, no. Some houses they do that, male domination. They don't take care of children. In the other extreme house, she never takes care. She's busy in TV. This fellow only gives all bath and everything. Her natak you are aware of. But Bhagwan was attending to the required duty at that time. It was required. She may be busy in the work or unwell. जो भी है, he is taking. So लालयंतम सुतान शिशीन शिशून. तो फिर वहां भी अगर दर मतलब खिड़की से देखे होंगे वो, अंदर गए तो फिर से उनको बिठा के पाँव धोएंगे। He said, बाबा नहीं। Without entering and talking only, he just understood, oh, he is here making the children take rest or sleep. That's what is work. Next, tata anyasmin gruhe. In the other house he went, where what he was doing, apashyat majjanaya kruta udyamam. Bhagavan Krishna just washed his teeth and all. Now he is taking a towel and sabun, entering into washroom for taking bath. तो नहाने के लिए निकले भगवान कृष्ण, दैट ही सा। बात नहीं किया करते तो चल तुम भी नहाने, he will pull him. So he saw Krishna going for bath. Thereafter, whatever the work he has to go for. So there, then in another house when he went, कि जुह्वंतम च वितान अग्निना, तो then यजंतम पंचभिर्मकैः, तो वितानाग्नि, the special yajnas whatever to be done in one of the house he was doing, है ना, धुआं निकल रहा है खूब, भगवान मंत्रोच्चारण खुद ही करते हुए he was doing that यज्ञम. In another house यजंतम पंचभिर्मखैः, in other house he was doing पंचाग्नि यज्ञ. सो 5 देवतास पितृस भूत ऋषि सबका वहाँ स्वाहाकार करना, बिकॉज ऑफ होम वी आर अलाइव. सो उनको कृतज्ञता और प्रार्थना के रूप में पंचाग्नि यज्ञ he was doing in one other house. Then from there he went to another house. What was he doing there, Lord? There भोजयंतम द्विजान क्वापि. In another house ब्राह्मणों को बुलाकर भगवान भक्ति नम्रता से he was giving the भोजन, है ना, ब्राह्मण तर्पणम कहते हैं उसको. इट शुड हैपन इन आवर हाउस. हमारे घर में महीने में एक बार कम से कम कोई ऋषि ब्राह्मण गुरु आकर भोजन करके जाना चाहिए. आई एम नॉट सेइंग एवरी डे, एटलीस्ट वंस ए मंथ. डोंट से यू आर बिजी, अदरवाइज देयर ब्लेसिंग्स वोंट कम. वो है तभी जाकर घर शांत सुख रहेगा. Their blessings, you can tell them also, if this is the thing we want or this piece, or they'll say tatastu. It has its own effect. So Bhagavan was doing Brahmana Santarpanam in one of the houses. Bhojayantam Dhijan Kapi. And in another house, Bhunjanam Avasheshitam. Those Brahmanas have taken bhojan and gone. Now he is taking that Avasheshitam as Prasadam. उनका खाकर जो झूठा छोड़ कर गए ना, उसको प्रसाद के रूप में, वो तो झूठा नहीं बोलते, हमने गलत वर्ड यूज किया, बट फॉर द सेक ऑफ कन्वेइंग वी आर सेइंग, बट दैट इज द प्रसाद ओनली. Who is taking that avashesha prasadam in another house. In another house when he went, Kavi Sandhya Upasinam, he was doing the Sandhya Upasana. So at that time he must have gone Sandhya Upasinam and Japantam Brahma Vag Yatam. With a Mauna Rupena he was seated and Brahma Japa he is doing. Here Brahma is Omkara, Brahma or Gayatri. So being a Grahastha, it is Gayatri mantra only, may not be the Omkara. So Om Bhor Bhava Swaha, all that he was doing Japa in one house. That is the time Naraji might have gone, that Madhyana Sandhya के समय में गए होंगे. So Japantam Brahma Vag Yatam. So Sandhya Upasana करके, then in another house he went. There what's he doing, Lord? Ekatra cha asi charmabhyam. Asi the khadga charma, that protecting wala. Charantam asi vartmasu. He was learning or practicing that khadga yuddha in one of the places. Maybe ready if any enemy attacks, to retaliate. He was doing that work in one house. Then in another place, Ashvaihi. Somewhere on the horse he has gone for a ride. Rathai Gajaihi. In other place he was on the elephant going. Then Rathai Kapi. In another place in the chariot he was gone. Vicharantam. he was doing the vicharana depending on whatever the work he has to. तो एक घर जाना जा रहे थे, तुरंत उन्होंने देखा घोड़े पे बैठकर भगवान निकल रहे, और एक जगह गए तो हाथी पर बैठकर जा रहे, और तीसरी जगह पे गया रथ में बैठकर, है कि नहीं, घोड़े पे बैठकर टू व्हीलर, हाथी में बैठकर मतलब एम्बेसडर कॉल, और द चैरिट मीन्स इज ओन पर्सनल एनी बिग कार. Nowadays के आप कंपैरिजन में देखोगे तो यू कैन इमेजिन दैट वे वाज गोइंग फॉर सम वर्क, ऑफिशियल वर्क, पर्सनल वर्क, व्हाटएवर इट इज, सोशल वर्क, नौकरी के लिए जा रहे होंगे. देन इन अनदर प्लेस ही सा क्वचित शयानम पर्यंके, he was just sleeping. Might be take work is over. He is taking rest there. Then Stuyamanam cha Vandibihi. In other place, the Vandi Magadavar doing his stuti. That also was there. Maybe a good positioned Krishna there at that time. है ना, जो अच्छे पोजिशन में होते हैं उनका स्तुति चलता रहता है. देर आफ्टर मंत्र यंत्रम च कस्मिंश्चित् मंत्रिभिश्च उद्धवादिभिः. In one place, lot of mantris and Uddhavaji were there. Together they are discussing and planning, making a strategy. Then another place, Jalakrida Ratam Kwapi, Varamukhya Abala Avrutam. With Varamukhya Abala, he was doing the Jalakrida in one place. Another one, Kutrachit Dijamukhyebhya Dadatam Gaha So Alankrutaha. In another house, Narajisa, Bhagavan Krishna, he is giving in dana to Brahmanas the cows which are very well decorated with all the Abhushana and Vastra ityadi. So, Swalankruta Gaha Dadatam. Dvijamukhyevyah kutrachit. In one of the houses, he was doing Godana to the Brahmanas. Then Itihasa Puranani Shunvantam Mangalani. In another house, the Purana Itihasa Patana was going on by the Brahmanas with all Bhakti Shraddha. Bhagavan is listening. So this one chapter should be very helpful to us to know as a Grihastha what things we have to do. Some of them we do, many of them we miss. So Itihasa Purana Shravana, Brahmana Tarpana, ब्राह्मण का दान वगैरह देना. So all these things are very good for us. Apart from attending any work, no small work is small or big. As regards our grihastha ashrama is concerned, जो भी जरूरत है करना पड़ता है. Bhagavan is showing that. Because every time you don't get servants, everything the wife cannot do it. You may not get workers, very costly nowadays. आजकल in the whole world has become so different that for any work you have people. आपको पीठ में खरोच आया, खुजली, उसको करने के लिए लोग अवेलेबल है आपको. For everything you have to just book online, they will come and do the work and take thousands of rupees. पताई करनी है, they will come. आपको कोई कार साफ करनी है, they will come. Any work you have, the electronics साफ सुथरा करना है, service, they are available. Wonderful it is a modern world. Online book करो, आ जाते हो. But everybody cannot afford for everything. We have to do. The only few people can afford. जिनको बहुत है, but others. So Krishna was depicting that general grihasthas dharmas also. So in one of the houses, what was he doing? Ki itihasa puranani shunvantam mangalani. Most auspicious Purana itihasa. He was listening in one of the houses. Another place, hasantam hasya kathaya kadachit preya grihe. तो मजाक मस्करी with wife, he is telling all the humorous jokes or whatever, they are laughing लोटपोट होकर, है ना, घर गृहस्थ में होता है. Then काफी धर्मम सेवमानम. In other place he was doing his own dharma of the duty. Artha kama cha kutrachit. In other place artha earning the wealth, kama in other place involving his own enjoyment. So in this way नारद जी किसी भी घर जा रहे हैं, everywhere Bhagavan was fulfilling Rasta dharma. So then dhyayantam ekam asinam purusham prakrute param. In another place house में that eka purusha who is beyond maya, parabrahma paramatma, Bhagavan Krishna is doing that dhyanam. देखो ध्यान कृष्ण. ध्यायंतम एकम, एकम अकेले बैठकर ध्यान कर रहे, बैठकर पुरुषम प्रकृति है परम, that Lord who is beyond prakriti, on that Parabrahma, he was doing dhyanam in one house. Another place, Shushrushantam Gurun Kwapi. Gurun means elders. है ना, घर के जो बुजुर्ग हैं, सास ससुर वगैरह, उनका सेवा कर रहे हैं. काम ही भोग ही सपर्या. By giving them food, by giving them medicine, by doing their massage, whatever. Here Gurun means maybe the gurus also, or Guru means elders. ऑफ द फैमिली जो भी थे, तो उनका सेवा करने एक घर में। मे बी दैट वाइफ्स इन पेरेंट्स और एनी अंकल पिंकल आ गए होंगे, तो भगवान डूइंग सेवा टू देम। Then another place, Kurvantam Vigraham Kaishchit. Another place he was fighting with others and getting separated. विग्रहण हो रहा है, अलगपन हो रहा है, तो तब तक पार्टनरशिप में साथ था, सडनली कोई गड़बड़ हो गया, विग्रहम। अनदर प्लेस संधिम च अन्यत्र केशवम. In other place he individually can't do the work, other also can't, together they are making a संधि, है ना। ये सब होते हैं ना इन गृहस्थ आश्रम में, मिलना बिछड़ना लड़ना झगड़ना फिर से इकट्ठे होना चलता ही रहता है। तो कैश्चित विग्रहम कुर्वन्तम, किसी के साथ लड़ाई हो रहा है, संधिम च अन्यत्र केशवम, इन अदर प्लेस पार्टनरशिप, है ना। एक जब पार्टनरशिप टूट रहा है, अनदर प्लेस बढ़ रहा है, मे बी इन दैट व्हाट इज अ बिजनेस वर्क और समथिंग एल्स, इन दैट वे ही सॉ। देन कुत्रापि इन अदर प्लेस सह रामेण चिंतयन्तम, along with Balarama, he was contemplating what? Satam Shivam. Satam means the Satpurushas or the Praja of their Nagari Shivam, how they can be happy, comfortable, what to do for the whole society. That discussion he was doing with Balarama in one house. Another house, Putranam, Duhitrunam, to his Putra children, Duhitru the daughters, Kale, the time of marriage happened, came, Vidhi Upayapanam, उनका शादी करा के उनको अब उनको अपने अपने ससुराल में भेजना। इफ इट इज अ डॉटर मैरिज एंड सेंड इप्राणाम दुहितॄणाम दारैर वरैः तत्सत्, इफ इट इज अ डॉटर गिवन विथ अ परफेक्ट सन इन सेंडिंग इन वन हाउस ही इज डूइंग सेंड ऑफ। तो जहाँ उस घर में कृष्ण भगवान को पुत्री हुई, उसकी शादी हो रही है। अनदर हाउस ही हैज गॉट सन गॉट मैरिड, द डॉटर इज बीइंग ब्रॉट, सेम थिंग इज नॉट इन सेम हाउस, टू थिंग्स, ये एक घर में हो रहा है, एक अलग घर में हो रहा है। So Darair Varahi Tat Sadrushaihi Kalpayantam Vibhutivihi. So with lot of wealth, richness given to the daughter into that son-in-law, etc. For that. In this way, Prastapana Upanayanaihi Apatyana Mahotsava. So for the children, he was doing Maha Utsava by sending this Prastapana. Prastapana is send off karte hue. So in this way, Naraji was saying, Lord, everywhere something. आप कुछ लिखे नहीं, कहीं खाना बना रहे होंगे, कहीं बर्तन मांज रहे होंगे, कहीं सब्जी काट रहे होंगे, कहीं मस्त मलहम दवाई लगा रहे होंगे, तो एवरीथिंग रिक्वायर्ड वी हैव टू डू। तो वी आर शोन ओनली सम 10-15 ऑफ देम। इन दिस वे वीक्ष योगेश्वरेश्वरस्य येषां लोका विसिस्मिरे। तो दैट लॉर्ड योगेश्वर डूइंग ऑल दीस थिंग्स, नारद जी saw with surprises, or what we can say is, when he was giving such big gifts to his daughter in marriage, all the other people, Loka means, were very happy and surprised to see his love for the daughter or anybody. So that is the Leela there. Thereafter, another place, Yajantam Sakalan Devan Kwapi Kratubhi Urjitaihi. In another house, all devatas के लिए वो यज्ञ कर रहे हैं with lot of all the arrangements and the things. देवताओं का यज्ञ। And then another place, Purtayantam Kvachit Dharmam. Somewhere he is fulfilling his dharma of doing the Purta. What is that? Kupa Arama Mata Adivihi. से कुएं खुदवा रहे हैं, कहीं रहने की जगह बना रहे हैं, कहीं आश्रम बना रहे हैं संतों के लिए। तो not one Krishna, each one is doing different at different places, in different रूप कृष्ण is doing, कृष्ण ही पर एक काम अलग अलग जगह कर रहे हैं। तो कूप आराम मठ पूर्त, सो ऊपर यज्ञ करने को इष्टम कहते हैं, इसको पूर्तयंतम इष्टापूर्तम कर रहे हो। A grahastha is supposed to do that ishta and purtam. Ishta is invoking God's grace through yajna yaga for the welfare of society. Purtam is physically, individually and collectively doing the required things for the world. है ना। ये दोनों में क्या अलग फर्क है कि like we need rains you and I cannot create, no, only Varuna Deva gives, therefore we are doing the upasana to Varuna. So too the terrible heat is there, Mano Lord Suryaka, that you can't stop it by yourself. You do prayer to the Surya Bhagavan through upasana yajna, then he will reduce his heat. In this way, that which are not in our hands, in the hands of Devata, for that देवताओं का यज्ञ। एंड ये जो वापी कूप तटाक बनाना है, आराम आश्रम मठ, ये देवता लोग आकर नहीं बनाते, हमको करना है। इसलिए इनको जो हमें करना है खुद करना, और जो हम नहीं कर सकते देवता है तो उनका उपासना यज्ञ This way he was engaged in Ishta and Purta Adi. Okay. Another place, Charantam Rugayam Kwapi, Hayam Aruhya Saindhavam. That Sindhu Desha best horse riding that one house, one place he has gone for the hunting. So there Grantam Tatha Pashun Medhyan, the animals which are destructive for others, while killing them, he was doing the hunting there. Parita Yadu Pungavahi, some of the Yadu Shreshtas following him. In this way, he was doing. In another place, Avyakta Lingam, he was in a secret form without that पहचान गूढ़चारी के रूप में खुद ही प्रकृतिषु अंतःपुर गृहादिषु. So in Antarapura Graha, in an concealed form, he was going just to observe, is everything going on well or not. This was the paddhati of the Rajas those days. अगर खुद ही निकलते थे, मंत्रियों को भेजते थे. तो मंत्रियों को उनको भेजना तो रेगुलर होता ही है. कब उनको खुद ही देखने को होता मन, or he has got doubt, or he was interested more clearly to know. So himself goes in the wrong, another rupa and just. How many movies we have seen? And a Raja, and like an ordinary man going there and inquiring what's happening. In today's world, also, we can see suddenly the ministers visiting that hospital, visiting the school, college, just a surprise checking. Like हम school college में पढ़ते थे, these education department के that squad suddenly आकर देखते हैं. Is the teaching going on or all are sleeping, including students and teachers? Inspection squad. है ना? Sometimes 1 hour before we used to know, and everything हमको काम पे लगाते थे पूरा ऑफिस रूम सब साफ करने का. है ना? District educational officer is coming for checking. Sometimes suddenly he comes. So Krishna himself in that form concealed, going everywhere to check up. So avyakta lingam, avyakta रूप में प्रकृतिषु अंतःपुर गृहादिषु. प्रकृतिषु means in his own servants and all. Antapura Gruha, everywhere he was checking, is everything kept properly, which Varivaritanayavara, all that. Then in this way, Kvachit Sharantam Yogesham Tattat Bhava Bhutsaya. He is inquiring everywhere, ki how is the whole thing, are you happy in this Nagari? Do you have any demands or complaints in this way? That is how Naraji has seen around 20 houses. उनके पाँव में दर्द हो गया होगा by that time, घूम घूम के. Or he may be yogi, therefore he must be floating in the air. But he must be tired by seeing all that and happy. And he got what he wants. That in every house, Bhagwan is doing his duties. He is not a lazy or irresponsible, just marrying and living as on a care. Therefore, Atha Vacha Hrishikesham Narada Prasan Iva. With a cute smile, Sri Naraji spoke to Lord Krishna. Ki Yogamaya Udayam Vikshya, seeing Lord's Yogamaya, that he himself becomes so many and doing all that. Manushim Ishogatim, who took the Manusha Rupa and doing all the Leela. Then Vidama Yogamaya Hate Durdarshavi Mainam. So, though they are not easily seen, your Yogamayas by others, so still I am able to see, hey Yogeshwara Atman, Nirbhata, everything is prasputa to me because Bhagavad Pada Nishivaya. Because I am a regular devotee of your feet, you have blessed me, I have understood your yoga maya. तो देख लिया मैंने. भगवान भी खुश मुस्कुराए होंगे, मेरे को पता है कभी ना कभी आप आओगे. तो अनुजानी ही माम देवा. Oh Lord, give me permission. Lokanste yashasa aplutan paritami. All the worlds where your name and fame is glorious, I want to go and move there. Tava udgayan lila mona pavanim. What will I do while going? Only your world purifying leelas. While singing them, I just want to go from one place to another. Give me the permission. Naraji asks, Sri Bhagavan Vacha. भगवान ने कहा, ब्रह्मन हो ब्राह्मणा हो नारजी धर्मस्य वक्ता अहम. I am the speaker of dharma. Only speaker? No, karta. I am the doer. Only doer? Tad anumodita. I encourage those who do. Those who don't do, I encourage them also. I kick them and make them do dharma. So, tat shikshayan lokam imam astitaha. Because I am the giver of the dharma, establisher of the dharma, practitioners of dharma. Therefore, for teaching the people, ki as a grahastha, how the dharmas have to be lived, imam astitaha. This is how I am living here. Putra Makidaha. Oh Narada, don't feel regretted or guilty that you came to test me or check me. I am the establisher of dharma. To establish it by showing practically, I am doing all this. हम धर्म से वक्ता करता अनुमोदिता. speaker, doer, and encourager, establisher of dharma. Therefore, tat shikshayan lokamimam, to teach the dharma to the whole world, astitha, I took this human form and doing all that. Hey Mutra ho Narada, because Bhagavan to Narayan hai. Makitaha. Sri Sukaji now says so, iti acharantam sadharman pavanan gruhamedinam. So गृहस्थों का सद धर्मों को पावन धर्मों को इस तरह से अच्छी तरह से आचरण करने वाले कृष्ण को तमेव सर्वगेहेषु in every house santam ekam dadarshah. He saw Lord one, Lord Krishna only in every house doing beautifully all purifying grahastha ashram dharmas. The great is grahastha ashrama. If one can know all the secrets, details, and properly goes through them, they purify the heart. Thereafter, in Vanaprasthan Sannyasa, one can just embark for spiritual unfoldment. Oh, then Krishnasya Ananta Viryasya, Lord Krishna, whose Virya is Ananta, Yogamaya Maha Udayam. And that Yoga Maya ka Shakti ko Muhur Društva, seeing every house in such a different manner, Rushi Abod Vismitaha. नारद जी तो बहुत आश्चर्यचकित हो गए जहां तक कौतुक who had a interest to see. When he had interest to see, when he saw, he found everything is wonderful. Ascharya iti. In this way, artha kama dharmeshu, in that dharma artha kama, Krishnena shraddhita atmana, how with shraddha Lord Krishna was doing everything. Samyak samajita pretaha tameva anusmaran ev. Having very well worshipped by the Lord, this Narad ji, remembering the Lord, he went away for the different place. Seeing Lord Krishna fulfilling all grahastha dharmas of dharmartha kama, every house. मोक्ष के लिए अकेले में करना है. That will be told in the next chapter. So evam, in this way, manushya padavim anuvartamanaha, Lord Krishna living like a human being, Narayana, he is Narayana only, Akhila Bhavaya, Gruhita Shaktihi, for the whole world's prosperity, the one who has taken this Manushya Avatara, Reme, he was reveling Anga, O Midiyar Parikshita, Shodasha Sahasra Varanga Ara Angananam. With those 16,000 wives and plus 8, Savrida, Sauhruda, Nirikshana, Hasa Justaha. With Vrida, Suhrudata, Nirikshana, Hasa, in each of the house, he was giving and receiving all these beautiful emotions, feelings, and joy in every house. So, then, Yani Iha, these Leelas of Lord which is playing here, Vishwa Vilaya Udbhava Vritti Hetuhu, the Lord who is the cause for this Srushti Siddhilaya, Karmani, Ananya Vishayani, Hari Chakara. In this way, which cannot be done by others, Narayana alone has done these Leelas. That he is one, but in so many thousands of houses, he was doing the Grahasthashram Dharma, Dharmartha Kama. Then, Yahatu Anga Gayati Shunoti Anumodateva. These description, Narad is going and seeing every house, Lord Krishna appearing, doing all that. Whoever is singing this glory, listening this glory, and appreciate these Leelas of the Lord, Bhaktir Bhagavet Bhagavatihi, Abhavarga Marge. En route to the moksha, the most required, bhakti will be developed for that person. तो जो कोई भी भगवान के इन सब लीलाओं को सुनते हैं उनको पहले भक्ति उत्पन्न होगी जो मोक्ष का मार्ग है. In this way, Lord Krishna's Grahasthashrama Dharma Leela is beautifully put for our understanding. इन सब के लिए ही एक भागवत हो जाता है if they are really described exhaustively. But one chapter to avoid, if anybody has a doubt, he to married them, how is he living with them, to clear that, this is being given. In this way, it is Srimad Bhagavata Mahapurane, Paramsam Samhitaya. In this Bhagavata Mahapurana, which is given by the Parahamsa, our Shukadevji, is a Samhita, is a Shastra. Dashma Skandhe, 10th Skandha, Uttarardhe mein, Krishna Garastha Darshan Nama. Seeing how Lord Krishna's Grahastha Dharma in this named Ekona Saptadhyama Adhyaya, thus concludes the 71st chapter, the 69th chapter. Eka Una, Ekam, Saptati Sattar. Ekam Sattar. Like you say, Navasi, मतलब Ekam, 90. है ना, 89. So 79 भी कहते कहा. In this way here, Ekona Saptati means 1 less 70 is 69th. So you have only left with 21 chapters. So they all also will be studied. Tomorrow वाला बहुत बढ़िया है. How Bhagwan himself early morning, getting up at 4 o'clock, he does the Brahma Tattva Dhyanam, and the Bhagavan Krishna's Dinacharya will be the next 70th chapter. This was in every Grahastha Ashram what he was doing. That was Arjuna. Naradji wanted to see that he was. But as Krishna himself, who is one, not only the main expressing as 16,008, उस 16,008 को छोड़कर एक कृष्ण जो है अकेले में. How was his everyday schedule? The dinacharya is being explained in the next chapter. We will see that. Wonderful it is. Sarvam Krishnarpanam. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Om Purnamadaha Purnamidam Purnah Purnamudachyate. Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnamevavashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Om Sri Guru Bhyo बोल श्री कृष्ण चंद्र भगवान की जय. ओम भूर्भुवः स्वः तत्सवितुर्वरेण्यं भर्गो देवस्य धीमहि धियो न प्रचोदयात्. प्राणाय अपानाय व्यानाय उदानाय समानाय ब्रह्मणे ब्रह्मार्पणम् मध्ये मध्ये मधुमानि उत्तरा वैष्णवस्मादरक्षणात्मन ताम्बूल नीराजनान् दर्शयामि. ओम किधर गए? 4-5 थे. Good. One day, one big chapter we have done. So if you want to do, we can do that way also. एक एक श्लोक का भी कर सकते हैं. We have already done it, therefore I am just browsing through. But every shloka meaning we are covering. Some things for sadhana to be learnt, we are touching that also. Om Neelamena Shyama Krishna Nitya Gopala Bala Gopala Vena Bala Vedant Veda Bhakta Janadhara Paramudaya Vajnukta Gita Guru. Om Natatra Suravdara Mevanta Narayana Gopala Brahma. बोल श्री कृष्ण चंद्र भगवान की जय. श्रीमद् भागवत महापुराण शास्त्र की जय. श्री वेदव्यास शुकदेव सूतादि भागवताचार्य की जय. बोलो भाई सब संतन की जय. सद्गुरुनाथ महाराज की जय. आज के आनंद की जय. सर्वत्र गोविंद नाम संकीर्तन गोविंदा गोविंद. समस्त श्रोता भक्त साधक सेवक उपासक जिज्ञासुगण की जय. थैंक यू. Join in 2 minutes for Adhyatma Ramayanam. Thank you, friends. Hari Om. Jai